In today's video, we share the 9 creators and content we've been enjoying lately in the world of BookTube.
Let's do it. I'm Taylor.
And I'm Brandon.
And today we are diving into some creators and BookTube content.
And videos from the YouTubes.
Yeah, that we've been watching lately that we think you guys might enjoy. And this is mostly bookish, storytelling related content.
Right.
We watch a variety of different things, but I feel like we've really gone hard with like BookTube and stuff like that. I have 5. I have 5.
I have 4.
And you have 4.
3 from YouTube, 1 from Instagram, but
yeah, that's fine. So just places, people that are providing really fun bookish content, if you will. So do you want to go first with yours? Or do you want
you
to
start since you have 5 and then that way you finish.
Yes, let's do it. This one I'm going to be, it's like not BookTube light because he talks about a variety of different things, but it's not just books.
Yeah.
I think he's great. He's funny and
Hilarious.
just kind of lighthearted, just a fun guy to watch. And the way he edits his videos and his style is really cool. And he is called, I have everything in front of me. It's easier for me to do this.
Yeah, that's fine.
He is called Carrie the Snail. But one video I definitely recommend you watch is his, where he titled it, Only Consuming Physical Media That Fits on This Shelf for a month.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it was an experiment.
The whole month of July, I changed my media consumption habits. No streamed content, no downloaded content, no social media, only physical media that you can touch physically.
And it was a really cool video. It's only 22 minutes long, but he does this experiment where he only consumes actual physical, tangible media for the entire month. So no streaming, nothing internet-based. It has to be physically in front of him. And I thought it was so cool. And it was really funny. He kind of created this little shelf.
Yeah.
And he said it has to fit on this shelf. And I really loved it. So that's Carrie the Snail. Definitely one to check out for just like some fun, lighthearted YouTube videos. And his top 3s, the most recent video that he put out, I really enjoyed that.
Good.
So yeah, check him out. Carrie the Snail.
Cool. All right. Mine is a BookTuber. Her name is Jessica's Library Card. And she just does like book reviews and book wrap-ups, kind of like what we do on our channel.
Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica, and today I'm going to be choosing my February TBR.
She says she mostly reads sci-fi and fantasy, but it's something about the videos. They're just calm. They're relaxed. I can listen to them. I don't have to feel like I have to watch them. It's fun, easy listening.
She has a video called "Building My Dream Home Library."
Yeah, that was one of the ones I had on kind of in the background and it was kind of cool to hear talk about that process and what it was to her.
Exploring little free libraries.
There you go. Yeah, see? Really cool content.
She's got some really cute stuff.
So go check her out.
Jessica's Library Card.
Yeah, really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Very good.
Yeah.
I like it. And she's the UPS driver just went by in a big way. Okay, this next channel is one that we kind of both discovered together, but I went down the rabbit hole pretty hard one day when I was working.
Yeah.
These guys they're younger. I want to say they're probably in their late 20s.
Late 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're real big sci-fi fans. So they're big, scratch it. It's not sci-fi. Fantasy. They're really big into fantasy. And
sci-fi.
Yes. And I love to listen to their banter back and forth. They have a 2-person podcast, but they talk all about fantasy. And that is Two to Ramble.
Emotional impact. And we might have we usually do fantasy sci-fi. A lot of the times we might have a lot of new viewers for this one or people that are more in the Western. So we have 6 categories we go through: emotional impact, thought-provokingness, characters, plot, world building and setting in this case as well, and prose.
Yeah.
They are the ones who did the video recently that got me kind of interested in Lonesome Dove.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah. So they have a Lonesome Dove spoiler free and spoiler review. So these podcast episodes can be upwards
like 3 hours
long. And that's because they have a spoiler free review for like the first 15 minutes of whatever book they're talking about. And then the rest is just kind of like no holds barred, just the rambling exactly of the book. And they're fun and kind of sometimes like gently irreverent. They're not trying to like, what is it? Like they're just real. Like it's fun to listen to them talk. I don't know. It's just a cool vibe. It's a cool vibe. And they talk about fantasy. And they also inspired Wheel of Time.
Yeah. And they dive into some other like topics like what makes the New York Times bestseller list,
how that
works, or audiobooks.
That's true. What is it like? Are audiobooks the same as reading? They did that one.
Which is we watched that after we did our hot takes video.
Right. They talked about one of these is, do you have to be depressed to write?
They do interviews. They had an interview with Joe Abercrombie.
They have an interview with Joe Abercrombie. They have a series, and it was one of their older ones where they rank, they do one of those tier rankings on the first like couple of lines of books.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Which I loved.
My next one, William Dozier, I think, Dozier. But he does a lot of these cool shorts where he's like holding the book kind of sideways so you don't know what it is, and he's giving you the gist of the book and why you need to read this book or why this book is so like impactful. He does it in a way that's not overly pretentious.
It's the best book I've read all year, and I guarantee you it'll challenge and provoke you in ways that you haven't been before.
His channel has deeper breakdowns of books. I believe he's written his own book as well. I don't know. It's something about the way he talks in these shorts, and it just grips you and makes you like, I want to read that book. Like, I really want to read that. And sometimes they're literary classics like
Crime and Punishment.
But some are other ones like that Blade Runner one, that Philip K. Dick, Duke Android's Dream of Electric Sheep. He does one on there. So
East of Eden.
Yeah. So they got a variety of different topics. Sure. It's not all like sci-fi. It's not all fantasy. It's not all classics. So really fun, and he's approachable. I tend to gravitate towards his shorts when they pop up in my feed, and that's what I watch.
All right, cool. So William Dozier.
Very cool.
All right, so this next one is one that I recently discovered. I guess we're always discovering these together. It's always together.
We're together. Married.
Yeah, exactly. His name is Thomas R. Howell. He is a booktuber kind of around like the amount of time that we've been doing it. So I think he started in the summer, similar to us.
Right.
Okay. And he has a lot of different videos. So he's a younger guy too. I don't know, maybe early 30s. He talks about books. That's a lot of what he talks about. He's a film guy. He'll talk about film, he'll talk about video games. He loves coffee, which anytime anybody's doing a video where they like are talking about coffee or there's coffee vibes, I'm hooked.
Yeah.
Hope you got your cup of coffee today. I'm going to do another book review for you. This time, we're going to do Mistborn.
It's very calm. The lighting is very... he's got like kind of real low lighting in his videos. His videos there's like an emotional nature to his videos. He's very, in the sense that he's very passionate about whatever he's talking about. Which, I don't know, I get a kick out of him.
A lot of emotion.
Yeah, a lot of emotion. He's great. I love watching his videos. He's been reading Wheel of Time. I think he's almost finished. I think he finished it.
I think he's just about done.
He's just about done. So I haven't watched his videos about that because I don't want to spoil it. But I watch a lot of them. And I think that helped kind of get you to want to start reading them too. Yes, it did. And he did a video recently on the Witcher 3 game about how it's a masterpiece because he just recently finished it, which I will say he has not played any of the
downloadable content.
DLCs. And which so I'm like, you
nuts. It's been out for 10 years.
I know. It's not done.
They're like even better. They add so much more to that game.
But he also has a video, and the video is called Why You Should Play D&D at Least Once in Your Life. D&D is Dungeons and Dragons. And we have been wanting to get our kids into playing Dungeons and Dragons. And we want to play as adults with like our friends and our neighbors. And so we watched this. I watched this, and then I watched this with the family, and it's inspiring.
Yeah.
Like, I really want to get into Dungeons and Dragons.
Sure.
And he makes some really good recommendations in there, and I really like it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've really gotten into it. So it's Thomas R. Howell. Definitely check him out. See if he's your vibe. But he's got a lot of fun things to watch and to hear him talk about. So
really cool. All right, nice. So my next one is another one that we kind of discovered together. It's Ben Reads Good.
Hello, welcome. My name is Ben, and on this channel we talk about books and reading. And with a new year upon us, I've been giving some thought to what I want to get out of my reading in 2025. I thought it might be fun just to share where I'm headed with some of my reading goals.
English,
yes. Oh, yes.
And he's just a guy just sharing books he's reading, and you know, like all these channels are. But he has just a kind of an easygoing way about him, and chill vibe. And he did a video that inspired me to pick up.
Not Leviathan.
The true story of the Kelly Gang.
Kelly Gang, yeah.
And it wasn't that he even talked about it in there, but it was a book pickup video for him, and it inspired me. I was like, that sounds really good. Yeah. But it's just the way he kind of talks about books, and he has a thing where he's trying to read a lot of the Booker Prize winners. Oh, okay. All right, so that's in that video he was picking up. A lot of his book pickups were former Booker Prize winners. Okay. I think that's kind of a cool take on how you want to go about your reading journey. But there's stuff from that he picks up and that he's read that I've read that, or I want to read that. So it's kind of cool to listen to him.
And he's not pretentious at all. No. I feel like you can, there's like a couple different, not that there's anything wrong with a person being pretentious when they're talking about books. I mean, like, I feel for a lot of people, especially depending on the kind of book that you're reading, like you're talking about, it goes hand in hand, and it's fine. Like, it doesn't bother me. But sometimes if you're going to watch somebody, you don't want to feel like you're listening to,
or that you're not worthy enough.
Yeah, I don't know. You just want to listen to somebody who's relatable, and he's really, I think that's what I should say. Yeah. It's not that he's not pretentious. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't, but he's relatable.
Yeah.
And so I like him for that too. And he's kind of, I don't know, he's just got a chill vibe, and he has a nice house. Meaning like it's nice and clean, organized. Yeah. It's easier. It's easy to look at.
He's organized.
Yeah. So yeah, Ben Reed's good. He's great.
I love it.
Yeah, cool. All right. My next one, this is this guy's new.
Yeah.
Very new. Like he only has
3 videos or something, right?
3 videos and a few shorts. And his name is Dennis. Is it Dennis?
Or is it just Den? I don't know.
Well, his channel is called Books with Den.
I decided 2 things this morning. 1, you are my new book best friend. Congratulations. You owe me a Christmas gift, by the way. 2, that every Sunday I'm going to record a weekly recap on what I'm reading.
And he's got 3 videos right now. Best Books of 2024, another video that's Blood Over Brighthaven, Jane Eyre, and Storygraphs, week 1 reading journal. And then his most recent is a new favorite book and a popular thriller book. And he does real short sub 10-minute videos where he talks about book reviews or does book reviews or whatever.
Yeah.
He's got a cool vibe. His film, like his video quality is great.
He has a background in like film or something.
He must have a background. Did I say great?
Wait?
It's great. he just, he's got it together. Like everything looks very professional. His audio sounds fantastic. So yeah, that's Books with Den. Love his vibe. I really loved his top 10 books of 2024 video. If you want something that's going to provide some quick videos, maybe something you can even just listen to while you're walking the dog, he's a good one. So
right.
Books with Den. He's got 27 subscribers right now.
Yeah, that's good.
And this guy deserves way more than that.
Yeah, he's putting up some good stuff.
Yeah, his video's great. Or his videos are great. Okay.
All right. My last one is somebody from Instagram.
Okay.
He's we follow him on Instagram, friends on Instagram, and it's Jimmy Reads Now, I believe is what it's called.
You have Ben Reads Good and Jimmy Reads Now.
I know, right? But it, just like I've kind of said with some of the other ones, very laid back, very approachable, does his little reels and shorts and pictures of books he's reading, wants to read his top list. And the way he does it, it's really cool. And he's reading some books that I want to read. I have noticed that he does mix in a lot of the classics. One that I saw and I think maybe got my attention on him a little bit more was when he mentioned Crime and Punishment.
Yeah.
Because your brother mentioned that.
I think I remember you telling me this too, which kind of like pushed you over the edge about Crime.
Yeah. So I kind of want to get into that. And so I've been looking at it and I know that it's all about the translator for some people who translated the works. And the one that he was reading is one that the translator was one that I've heard is a good one if you're wanting to get into it. And the cover of the book was really cool looking book cover. So kind of like, you know what, I'm in now. Now I'm out looking for that cover or that book. But he's really cool. And again, not pretentious.
Yeah.
Just chilled, laid back, but giving you the information as if you're sitting there talking to him about
having
books.
A cup of coffee with him.
Yeah, and he's just explaining, hey, these are the books I read, or this is what I'm reading now. Really fun, and does a good job of what he's putting out. And I think he's only on Instagram, at least as far as I can tell. I don't think he has a YouTube channel. So if you're on Instagram, go check out Jimmy Reads Now.
Cool. I like it. All right. My last one is one I just recently discovered. Okay.
And he's not entirely book related.
So he's not he's story related. Yeah. He talks about stories in film and books and he's a writer.
Video game?
I think he's a writer.
Not video game.
I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, he talks about stories in video games. He's kind of got a lot of just content where he does these very interesting, like, I guess video essays, you could say, on story. Okay. And the one that I saw that really kind of got me was this video. Okay.
You gotta tell his name.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know, but his name, it's like in the form of like a username on some kind of a thread. Josh_from_Xbox Live. So it's Josh from Xbox Live.
I'm Josh. I'm from Xbox Live. And this is Josh from Xbox Live. And today I have a question for you.
Where was Gondor when the Westfold fell?
If you answered that Gondor was defending the passes of Anduin the Great at Carandros and Osgiliath when the Westfold fell, then you are correct.
Of like the other guys, like Ben Reads Good and Jimmy Reads Now, like how they're like very much like put together this video.
Oh my gosh.
Wearing like
okay, so this video I'm talking about, you have, if you're a reader of any variety, but especially if you're a fantasy reader or you want to get into fantasy, you have to watch this video. Or if you enjoy watching fantasy on TV or in movies.
Yeah.
And the video is called What the Hell is Happening to Fantasy? It came out 3 months ago. In the description box, it says, YouTube is flooded with videos about Rings of Power and the Acolyte, but I think what we're seeing right now in fantasy is part of a bigger trend. This video charts the history and ideology of elevated fantasy and how we can course correct with enlightened fantasy. As a writer of fantasy, this video is close to my heart. Okay, he's a writer of fantasy. I didn't make this explicit in the video, but I consider this a kind of manifesto for my own creative efforts going forward. If you'd like to see more videos on fantasy writing, outlining, etc., please let me know. So his channel, it's all about like story and like his thoughts on stories, like I said, but this video was so good. You're gonna start watching this video and from the very moment you start watching it, you're gonna be like, wait,
what? Who's
what?
This guy?
Like, who is this dude? Like, he's got a Wayne's World baseball cap on.
Yeah.
A Miles, I think it was that Miles Davis.
Yeah.
He's got a Miles Davis t-shirt on that's like crinkled
and wrinkled
and like looks like it's really old. His screen is not in the right format for like a YouTube video. It's like old school screen aspect ratio.
I think it's all choice too.
It absolutely is. I have to assume it's 100% intentional, and you realize that pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So you have to.
It's good.
You have to watch this video. I'll link to it down below. It's probably one of my favorite, like, YouTube videos I've watched this month recently. Yeah, it is so good. So this is Josh from Xbox Live. He's fantastic.
Yeah. All right.
That's it.
That's it. Those are the people. Those are the things we've been watching. Not that we sit and watch them all the time, because we also got to be reading.
Yeah, we're reading too. And there's other,
and we got kids.
We have kids.
And we do Taekwondo.
Yeah, we got things going on.
We got lives.
But there are other things that we've been watching, and I'm thinking this, if you guys like this, and if you want to hear our opinion about BookTube stuff.
As we discover more or get hooked onto something else, we'll pass it along and have you guys come with us on this journey too. Yeah.
And you know what we should do for our after video, our what do we call it? Our after show. Our after show. We should do like a reaction of us watching one of these videos. Yeah. Because it's so good. Maybe we'll do like a reaction of one of these other Josh from Xbox Live videos.
Yeah. So we're gonna do the after show, which will be on Patreon. If you want to be a part of that, go join over there. Also though, on Patreon, I do share some of these videos that I find interesting within the book world. So I've been dropping just YouTube videos and links for people there that, directs into the things I've been watching that I thought others
things that you
like.
might find interesting.
Yeah. So that's what you can expect over there as well.
But let's do a let's do a reaction video for the after show.
Okay. We'll
watch one of these Josh from Xbox Live. Not the whole thing, but a little bit of it. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for us, you guys. And let us know down in the comments what kinds of things you're watching on BookTube or just on
who
YouTube
should we check
right now.
out?
Anyway.
Yeah. Who
should we be checking out? Give us some recommendations. And if you like this video, thumbs up, subscribe it.
Subscribe it.
Check us out on Patreon. All right. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.